The Improvad Identity Governance portal has a different view depending on the user that's logged in at any one time. In this case, Chuck, as a security compliance officer, gets to see a holistic view of the organization at this time. At the top, there's a scorecard, and is color-coded depending on the KPI thresholds that have been set. Each of these scorecards is also clickable to drill down and get more information. We also have the widgets at the bottom that are also customizable as far as what we want him to see. Now in this case, you can see orphan accounts, and you can also see that as we hover over them, we get more information. These are also clickable. For in this instance, I can click on the Phillips and be brought directly to the 5 orphan accounts within Phillips. From here, Chuck can take action directly on these. He can take action to delete, modify, maybe archive, or maybe he's not the right person to do this because he doesn't have enough information. He can assign a task to John, for example, who may be the application owner, ask him to please review these and take action, assign that to him, and that is now a compliance task that has been assigned to John. John will get an email or a ticket from his servicing system, and he can take action and everything from there is audited. Chuck also can see things like inconsistent access rights. If we're getting a feedback from an application, we can get the information to say, hey, wait a minute, this user has access or entitlements within those applications that based on his role, we don't think he should have. Now, in some cases, that just ends up being legacy access that someone who's been there for 20 years might have had. And now, based on their role and the information we're getting out of the system, we know they don't need that access anymore. And we can go and take action to remove that. Sometimes we find that the user, and consequently the role, actually does need that access that they have. And there we can give access directly to that role to make sure everyone in that role has the appropriate access going forward.
For customers that are already using Improvad OneSign, we also are getting additional information that gives even more information into the system. For example, we could look at licenses users are actually using based on their actual access instead of just their license counts. And we can take action on that to save licensing. We can also see in this case just a good view of the top applications users are opening on a regular basis. We also see things like shared accounts. So we're getting the information back to see that, wait a minute, both Tom and Bob are using the same account within Cosmos, for example. In healthcare, that can lead to PHI exposure and HIPAA violations. Very serious security concerns that we can now detect and avoid going forward.
For more information, please visit improvada.com/solutions identity governance.